It's a sunny and beautiful morning. The sun shines through the window frame of a hen barn. A mother duck sits on her eggs, waiting for her lovely family to hatch. She's excited and can't wait to show them off to another flock of ducks. Time and time passes. Her eggs still haven't hatched. Pete walks by and notices Carla sitting on her eggs.
Hey, your eggs will never hatch.
Yes, they will. They're just a little shy, Pete, but they'll be here.
You've been sitting on them eggs for weeks. Give it up, Carla. It's no hope.
Never.
Carla lifts off her eggs and looks at them. There are 12 beautiful eggs, except one that is shaped weird with black spots all around it.
Look at all those weird shaped eggs with all them spots on it. Isn't it eagle egg? It might hatch and eat you.
It's not an eagle.
The eggs crack one by one. Crack,
Here they come.
crack, all but the weird shape egg. Carla looks at the weird shape egg and shoves it with her beak.
Hatch, little one. It's time to show your face.
Seconds later, the egg hatches. Out comes a duck with a big head, a little body, and black spots all around him, with a bent beak.
What is that? He is one ugly duck.
No, he's not. He just looks different. I'll name him Boomer.
All the other baby ducks quack. Boomer can barely hold his head up, so he stares at the ground, then quacks. Moments later, Carla gathers up all her baby ducks and takes them to the lake. She lays them down in the water one by one. The other ducks make fun of Boomer because of his ugly face and spotted body.
You're too ugly to be my brother. You look like you come from another flock of ducks.
A tough duck walks by Boomer.
And stay away from me because I look good and beautiful. And I don't want your ugliness to rub off on this
The tough duck pushes Boomer and his big head makes him fall to the ground. Hard hit. Dirt flies in the air. Boomer can knock it off the ground. His head is too heavy to lift himself up. Carla helps Boomer off the ground.
Watch yourself, Boomer. Oh, I know your head is a little larger than the average duck, but you have to learn how to work with your uniqueness.
Carla dusts him off. Pete jumps in the lake and laughs at Boomer.
Boomer, you're ugly and stupid.
Pete swims away.
Don't listen to him. You're not ugly, and you are far from stupid.
Carla places Boomer in the lake, but he jerks his legs because he's scared of the water.
It's cold, Mama.
Put your legs in the lake, Boomer. We have to go and meet with the other flock of ducks.
I can't. I'm scared. Please don't make me.
If you're not coming with us, you will have to stay in the barn until we return. That will be when the sun sets.
Boomer nods his head, then walks towards the barn slow with his head down. Carla looks at him, walking away. She feels sorry for her baby duck. Carla hops in the lake and swims off to lead the rest of her baby ducks.
Come on, let's swim. Stay close and don't get lost.
Boomer paces in a circle inside the barn. He sees a squirrel running by.
Who's that?
Boomer follows the squirrel to see where he's going.
Wait for me.
The squirrel runs up a tree and grabs a walnut. Boomer bumps his head on the tree, then tries to look up, but can't lift up his head because it's so big.
Hey, what's your name? Boomer. Aren't you a funny-looking bird?
I'm a duck.
Duck? So where's the rest of your family?
In the lake. Going to meet another flock of ducks.
The squirrel climbs down the tree with a walnut in his hands.
Why are you looking at the ground? Is it something down there?
I can't lift my head. It's so heavy.
The squirrel walks up to Boomer and looks him in his eyes.
Well, Frankenstein, you have a big neck. Use it to lift up your head.
Boomer lifts, but strains.
It won't. It won't. Oh my goodness. You have to try harder.
The squirrel
Come
helps
on.
Boomer
Let me
lift
help you.
his head, but it still doesn't lift. The squirrel hears loud breathing
Look at that.
behind Boomer.
Hound dog.
The squirrel looks up and sees a hound dog, so he runs. Boomer turns around and he notices the legs of a hairy dog. Boomer runs off, scared. The dog chases after Boomer. Boomer jumps and flaps his wings, then finds bushes where he hides. The hound dog arrives at the bush where Boomer was hiding. The owner grabs the hound dog's leash. Boomer slowly comes out of the bush, hoping to not run into that hound dog again. Boomer walks along the lake, sad.
I can't do anything. I can't see nothing but the rocks and dirt. I can't get in the cold water. I am not worth anything.
He hears his mama's voice.
Help, help! Someone please help us!
Mama, is that you?
An alligator swims around Boomer's family. Carla and her baby duck stand on a log away from the big alligator in the lake. Boomer puts his head on a big rock so he can see. He sees that his family's in big trouble. Without thinking, he grabs a wood board and pushes it to the lake. He pushes the wooden board in the lake, then puts his bent beak in the water and blows. That made it move like a motorboat. When Boomer reaches his family in the lake, they hopped on the wooden board. The alligator snaps his teeth at them and bit a chunk out of the board. The wooden board reaches the land and they all hopped off. They cheered Boomer on for saving their lives.
See, Boomer? I told you that you were unique.
Boomer smiles, and all the love he was receiving gave him the strength to lift up his head so he can see his family who are so proud of him. The end.